Hi and welcome. And my name is Geeta Sidhu-Robb, and today I have the fabulous Dr. Anna Cabeca as a guest. Anna, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here with you.
Oh, I've been waiting like for weeks to have this conversation because you're ultimately, there's one single person that actually is the go-to for everything about women's hormones, aren't you?
Well, I try to be. It seemed to be.
Yeah.
I
So
love
it's
it.
so
It's really a
interesting.
passion. Yeah.
How did you get involved in this?
Well, it's definitely because of my own struggles, my own journey, and also my mom's struggles. So just watching her as I was growing up from when I was a young teenager, just watching her struggle with her health, with diabetes, cardiovascular disease, depression. I mean, hormonal changes galore. And we really didn't have an answer at that time. So, she struggled for many, many years. And I witnessed that, and I knew that I wanted to help women because I recognized very early, I was 16 when this was happening, I'm 53 now, and I recognized very early that most of the research that guided women's healthcare was done on men. And so that brought my
Yes.
passion. So true. It's so true. And then at age 39, I was diagnosed with irreversible infertility and early menopause. And I was told I would never be able to have another child. And so that was devastating. And I learned through a worldwide journey, Geeta, really, I traveled around the world looking for answers. And through this journey, I reversed my early menopause and reversed my infertility and had a beautiful baby girl at age 41. And she's
Good
now
for you.
12. And yeah, so it's fun. Now I really have to keep my hormones on point.
Yeah, completely. No, I love that because I was diagnosed with early menopause around 42, and I had had children, but I'd wanted another one. They were like, well, meh, tough. But no one told me, it took me to have to go out and learn it to understand that was too young and it was too much. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? Why couldn't you just, why isn't there information out there to help us as women to understand how that works? Because there just isn't.
It's really true. And I think that's why I love what you do. We have to detox our bodies to balance our hormones. And that's a really big part of what I do and what I teach. And I always tell clients, it takes more than hormones to fix your hormones.
Tell me about that.
So because I would like, as an obstetrician and gynecologist, I trained at Emory University and I'm board certified in gynecology and obstetrics, as well as integrative medicine and anti-aging and regenerative medicine.
I love
And
that. So is there anything you didn't do, my love?
Right. Yeah. I'm sure I have a checklist still that needs to be completed. But I learned from all this, studying hormones for years. And let me tell you, investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. And I really wanted to believe that it's all about, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and even DHEA. But it's really not. It's really not. And we could fine tune our hormones and still be sick. And we have we can supplement with hormones, just like thyroid hormones, and we can still be sick. I always tell clients, if that wasn't true, if it wasn't true that it takes more than hormones to fix your hormones, then everyone on thyroid meds would be thin, right? And metabolically great. But it definitely takes more than this. And that leads us into the lifestyle changes and the hacks, essentially, from what we can accomplish in nature and on our own to balance our hormones. And the major hormones are insulin, cortisol, and oxytocin. And these three hormones I talk about a lot in my book, The Hormone Fix.
Yeah, please. Have you got a copy of it there? I wanted to see the face of it.
I do have a copy right here. And my next book is coming out. It's Keto-Green 16. I go into 13 hormones. And it's just like, what are the lifestyle ways we balance our hormones versus supplementing with hormones? So yeah, this has been a bestseller. It's available in the UK.
Yeah, no, and I'm going to have a link to it down below. Sorry, I need to ask you a question. So are you saying that we don't need to supplement hormones, or are you saying that it is something that we should make ourselves healthy first and then see what we need to supplement?
Well, sometimes it's both ways, right? Sometimes it's both ways. I believe in hormone replacement. I do bioidentical hormone replacement, but it is not the end all be all. It's not enough. So Geeta, for instance, if I had a patient coming into my practice and say she's in her early 40s and she's struggling with PMS, irritability, mood swings, irregular menstrual cycles, heavier, more uncomfortable periods, or breakthrough bleeding, right? Very common. The anxiety issues also. I always tell my clients, if you only hate your husband 2 weeks out of the month, it's likely your hormones and not your husband for the most part. Sure, he has fling. Yeah. And so, so with that, I would bring in a client and I would check their lab work, order their labs, put them on a nutritional detox program. I call it my Keto-Green program, and supplement with herbs and antioxidants like Mighty Maca, which we've talked about, and, you know, chlorella, spirulina, a good combination of herbs to really help with detoxification and fasting. That makes a really big difference. And when they would come back, really big difference. So as they detox and they come back and they follow my regimen, they would come back and say, gosh, Dr. Anna, I feel 90% better. Then I'm like, okay, well, you know, if I have a compliant patient, I'm like, okay, you get that. You get that it's not just about what you eat. It's about how you live and how we support our body naturally. And here's optimization with hormones. And absolutely, bioidentical progesterone is one of the first hormones that I recommend for clients to really help them. And naturally, our hormones decline as we age. So adding back some, like, you know, what I do with my, you know, especially for pelvic health and feminine health and sexual health, you know, we have to have solutions because, and bladder health, right? Because those situations worsen as we get older. So adding back hormones topically in that area makes a huge difference to our quality of life. So definitely, but 90% of the time we can improve ourselves 90% really with the therapeutic lifestyle changes and detox, right? The other 10%, that's the fine point. Like Geeta, I tell you, if I had a patient whose lifestyle was not healthy, you know, they were inflamed, not healthy, and, you know, driving through for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're not someone who's a candidate for hormone replacement, because you really have to be compliant with lifestyle to get good results.
Okay, so if you take someone like me, who I mean, like I'm fairly healthy. I mean, to be fair, I have kind of like a super healthy diet. Do I then, because I've never taken any, well, not for 10 years, any hormone replacement or done anything like that. So what would that do for my life? How would that improve my life? And also I got this wonderful package that you sent me. So I want to go through that next after we've had this conversation.
Yes, absolutely. So first thing I would ask, okay, well, how well are you sleeping? Do you feel like, you know, how are any symptoms? I have you do a questionnaire, and there are actually several questionnaires in my book, The Hormone Fix.
In the book?
Yeah, because this is a good way to kind of assess your quality of life and some of the hormonal issues that really show up. Like, how is your sleep? Are you optimized sleep? When you wake up, do you feel rested? You know, are you having regular bowel movements on a daily basis? Have you noticed any hair loss? How's your skin? And then just natural vulvar, you know, just sexual health. How's your ability to orgasm? What's going on there? Your sex drive, you know, and then just other thing too. I have an issue. So many of my athletes and moms have issues with bladder leakage. I mean, I struggled with that too. So here's where I can come in and say, okay, well, a little bit of progesterone, especially after age 40, a little bit of progesterone in the evening to help you get a good night's sleep. But I would do that. First, I would try with herbal. So one of the things that I created for myself that helped me was the Mighty Maca. Yeah.
Yes. Hang on.
Yes,
I mean,
look
at this. I just want to say, look how beautiful this spoon is.
I
just want to say, because it makes me very happy. I just lovely. Okay, so you sent me a bunch of stuff, which actually happily got here this morning. So just perfect.
Perfect.
So you sent me this. How would I use this?
So this is Mighty Maca Plus. It really stemmed from my journey around the world in 2007, where I was just looking for, it was my healing journey. And so, but I found these foods like maca from Peru, which grows above high altitudes in the Andes at 11,000 feet. And it is this powerful superfood that's adaptogenic for the adrenals and the ancient.
Yeah, maca's amazing and tastes good.
Maca, it's so, well, the Mighty Maca Plus tastes good. Now, I couldn't stand the taste of only maca. That's how Mighty Maca Plus was born, because I'm like, let me make it better. What other things can I add? So superfoods, that's how superfoods from around the world came in. There's over 30 superfoods. And it does taste good because I had my kids taste test it for 2 years before I released it.
Right. I do that with mine too. So I would have this every day, and I would expect it to do what?
You would start with 1 to 2 scoops a day. And I usually tell clients, do 1 to 2 scoops in the morning. Yep. You could just do 1 spoonful. There is a little scooper in there, but I don't like getting my fingers in there. And so we can just get rid of the scooper and use that bamboo spoon. So just put a heaping spoon into water, 4 ounces of water, mix it up and just drink it like that. Or you can add some apple cider vinegar to it just to add some digestive support. It's so good for you though.
I
so
hate
good
it.
for
I'm trying. I try so hard and I hate it so much, but yes.
Well, do you like ginger?
I love the ginger.
So there you go.
My cat's trying to have a conversation with me. Hello, sweetie. Let me just talk to Anna.
That's so funny. I always say that if you have an aversion to something, then it's not good. That was me with maca. Like I knew that it's this supposed to help me do all these things, help with
but you couldn't bear it.
I couldn't bear it. So I say if you have a physical aversion to something, that's not good. You gotta make it taste good.
That tells you something is my theory. Like MSM. If I take MSM, I end up like violently ill. So I don't care how good it's supposed to be for you. I can't do it.
Exactly. And there's other options, right? There's other ways we can do it. So for digestive support, just chewing on a little piece of ginger, right? That gets your digestive juices
So this is basically my superfood then.
Superfood combination. Yep. 30 superfoods work on several of the inflammatory pathways, help support the adrenals. I have quercetin in there, turmeric. Oh my gosh. Uno de gado. I have, a blend of greens, a blend of enzymes, and acerola, mangosteen, because I love those.
Amazing.
Yeah, okay. It's really good combination. And if you feel that should help you from getting that 3 to 4 p.m. low in the afternoon, but sometimes we need another pick me up in the afternoon. Now there's very little caffeine, so it's really just kind of natural, like it's like a natural energy versus a caffeine energy.
Love it. That's usually when I'm thinking chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this one as well.
This is a protein Keto-Green shake. So it's a vegan-based plant protein. It
has everything in it. Can you see that? It literally has
a meal replacement.
Oh my God.
Yes. Now it has like a high quality vitamins and minerals in there. And it has plant-based protein, including rice pea, but also sunflower, watermelon, and pumpkin seed, because those are really good for hormone detoxification.
Yeah, pumpkin seed is very good. I hadn't realized that.
Yeah, so good. And then MCT oil. So healthy fats, and it's 0 grams of sugar. It's 0 grams of sugar, and it does have chocolate cacao in there, and it tastes really nice. Now it blends with anything. I like it as a base. Sometimes that can be a meal replacement, but it's 14 grams of protein. So for some people, we need 2 packets or we need more. And for others, that's perfect. And a lot of times what I do, I put a packet in, add a handful of greens, add some avocado, blend it up to make a beautiful smoothie. And you could put coconut milk in there. So you can just make it into a smoothie or just mix it in water and drink it down.
And so this is literally a meal replacement.
Literally a meal replacement.
Why did you make a meal replacement?
Because it's so hard to get enough protein, especially when we're fasting and especially when we're busy moms, working women. I mean, it is hard to get enough high quality protein, and a lot of times just giving our digestive system a rest. Plus having things that are really well absorbed. And research also shows that drinking a smoothie a day or a protein shake a day can really help with sustained weight loss.
Oh, protein. I mean, a smoothie a day. I'm with you on that one. Right. What is this?
So I did send you my Pure Balance cream. This is my progesterone and pregnenolone combination cream.
I cannot wait to try that.
Yeah. So for women that are menstruating, you want to use it after ovulation. So typically around day 12 or 14, and you can use a half pump at bedtime. And you can apply it to thin skin, so inner arms, chest. I apply it around my face and eyes to help with wrinkle protection, because it does help stimulate collagen and fascia. As we get older, we have hormone receptors in our fascia. So these lagging, we get these, jowls. I don't know what you call them in English.
Yeah.
Jowls. And it's terrible. I keep pulling them up. And so, but do face exercises and apply that cream, and it can really help tighten and euthanize. But also, it's that progesterone, so you're getting that neuroprotective benefit, and it helps you relax and get a good night's sleep.
So, and for postmenopausal women, you could actually use it as well.
You can use it every day. Just take 1 or 2 days off a week. Yep.
Why?
That way your body, because it's topical, so it will build up in the tissue. So that's why we say rotate sites, because we want it to stay effective. So just by letting it clear, that also signals your body, okay, keep producing your own progesterone.
That's what I think, because I worry that your body won't make it, because it's just going to be like, you're giving it to me.
That's
this is a little bit
high
like
doses are an issue.
Santa Claus, man. So yeah, 1 to 2 of these a day. In the evening.
Did we not send you Julva? Did we not send you a tube of Julva?
Coming right up.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. I was like, shoot, man, that is the prize.
Coming right up. I'm really a bit afraid, actually, being British. Cream for our delicate feminine parts.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I know where those are, but what does it do?
So like I said, our pelvic floor tissue is very hormone sensitive. So and fascia has estrogen receptors and progesterone receptors in it too. We know that as we age, the hormones naturally decline. Progesterone starts to tank in at 35 to 40. Estrogen follows, as well as testosterone. Add in a healthy doses of stress, and we're not producing these hormones that actually build up our muscle and build up our system, right? We're sacrificing our DHEA. And
I've noticed that the gym, it doesn't matter how much I work out, my muscle doesn't go beyond a certain amount.
So this is where it can help. But also, again, the adaptogens, like in Mighty Maca Plus, having those adaptogens to support your adrenal, getting a good night's sleep, staying hydrated. I say get Keto-Green, intermittent fast, follow the recommendations. And that helps your body optimize, decreases inflammation. So your body's not having to pump out cortisol, which is going to deplete your sex steroids too, because everything goes to the life-saving hormone cortisol.
Absolutely, instead of anything else. So what do you do? Julva does what?
Julva strengthens, tightens, moisturizes the pelvic floor. So I say this area of our body, the pelvic floor, clitoris to anus, is our most valuable real estate. Like, we worry about our wrinkles around our eyes, lips, etc. as we get older. Down there, that's quality of life issue. And this is where it's really powerful, Geeta, because we have to have this conversation. I know we're like on Facebook or on social media and we're talking about this, but this has to be done. And I get on stage and I speak about this all the time. And so with using Julva, which has DHEA, it has plant stem cells from the alpine rose, it has emu oil, coconut oil, and shea butters, it has natural ingredients that are clean. And there's no hormone disruptors in there. There's so going to cause more harm.
Yeah, chemical.
That causes more harm. So we end up having vaginal dryness, bladder infections, urinary leaking, bladder leaking, when we cough, sneeze, try to exercise. All of this is because that tissue is aging, right? So we have to keep it healthy, keep doing our pelvic floor exercises, keep strengthening our pelvic floor, and and continue to like have this discussion. So in this conference that I just gave in Portland, Oregon, I was speaking about some of these issues and, just having candid conversation, and you have to bring humor into it. Well, after the conference, the next morning, 2 women came up to me. They go, "We've been attending this conference for years. We have never heard anyone talk about this issue, and it's so important." She said, "In fact, we've been roommates for this conference for years. And last night after your talk, we started having this conversation, like, well, does it hurt when you have sex with your husband?" And she's like, "It's been hurting for years." And they never talked about it. And then they had this conversation with their husband. And of course, they're on Julva and they're happy that there's a natural solution for them. But what a beautiful thing to have. And that's why it's like, okay, let's have this girlfriend talk. Let's have this girlfriend conversation.
And we are going to come to a close on that note, because we're going to speak again on Wednesday. Yeah. And we have another session like this. We have 2 more sessions with you this week, which I'm beyond excited about. And if we talk about it all now, we're never going to have anything to talk about that. No.
Oh, we can talk for hours and hours.
Totally fine. But I'm really looking forward to it. Anna, thank you so much for your time. And I am going to, I mean, I will have tried everything by the time I speak to you in 2 days. This is what I can guarantee. So the wonderful Dr. Anna Cabeca, thank you so, so, so much. And I can't wait to talk to you again.
I can't wait to as well. Look forward to it.